Now with low prices, so do you know the effect? Say this year, a bag of pepper sold at 4,000 cedis, 40 million, higher than cocoa. And to be called cocoa, within 3 months, no, ultimately be as a $10, $20. At 4,000 cedis per 1 acre. 1 acre in America. Or TBS $10 per acre. No, they give 4,000. Look at the money he's getting within 3 months. But look at cocoa. You go and plant cocoa, and you have to wait for about 3 to 4 years. And sana has started as a son, mama, come. Then you are waiting. When others are also cropping pepper, cropping tomatoes, cropping garden eggs, cropping maize, cropping other things, and getting money. Wow. Now, the long run, look at low price. Which youth will go in for that? Go and cultivate cocoa. It is one here cocoa price will kill the cocoa industry. Because the youth will rather go and plant pepper, garden eggs, and do other things instead of going in for cocoa. Now, cocoa farmers is here. The youngest person is about 40 years. So, cocoa farmers here, the youngest person, be 35 to 40 years. Obia, we are in about 50 dear crumple yourselves at middle age. Me, Jina Maker say, I'm 75 years. A bit about the 80 years, 90 years, Nanko Crafona Yedo Cocoa, because you have no choice. And this is how come low price and attract youth now. After our passage, where will be the cocoa industry? Cocoa will collapse as a nation. And I'm a boy. So if you want cocoa to survive, then the youth must come in. If they want the youth to come into the cocoa industry, it means we have to offer a better price. You have to offer a better price. Now, say some low price. They can say dollar rate when so something. They say, yeah, this price. Let's look at the price in Cote d'Ivoire. Let's do the price in what do we call it? Togo. Obi ade fuo ben bia robeden obetwako. So low price no will encourage rather smuggling. Se mintimu smuggling na mehwe na mafuo mi nya hwe na mete ho na manyina bewu na se obi ba se o pasa mpese ma to fuo me se gold na me to de galam tia meto ama no. I won't sit down and die in poverty. Meto ama no. Enti ese mu hu se price bia so me be ma no ne cost of living you know America no. Se bibia work well there obi a be keep the cocoa. Ghana ban benya cocoa ato. Se anya sa de a ebinim de cocoa be cost smuggling. Ebinim be atoma galamsey for. Ebinim be use wo land no. In the 80s people were cutting down their cocoa trees. 80s ho. It's na price near low na yen 20. Ebi twitwa cocoa gu ye de dua abro. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Twitwa cocoa trees. You jatuni a share near the dua bro because it was more rewarding to plant maize at that time than cocoa. It has happened before. Ebi so I want me no urafuo mo na open ko onye nkunuma no akwatete cocoa cereals cocoa mano no they are yankwan they are nkunuma nkwan it happened and they say no say I'm here cocoa industry will collapse. This is what I want to say. Cocoa industry will collapse. Say I'm sure it say price there government has no choice than to offer that price. But then say price of cement and other items also be back down. Na ma cocoa no enya more value and a farmer enya more value for his product. To the person make canon. Thank you very much. Before retirement, be somewhere about 2003, 2005, and I'm starting some cocoa farming. Until I've been in the cocoa industry for about 20 years. So what a baby crampa, they say cocoa cry, be irrigation for cocoa. I move to that idea. Edema government, the cocoa board. And I headed that project for some time, for 1 year on contract. And the cocoa no dear. For the past 20 years, any ajuma amayere mohuaya. Now because of semi education, always me follow what goes on at the world market and the local market. And now government activities beyond me follow. Now cocoa no yeah. Sector beer is just like petroleum. And it's a set politicians do politics. Because they don't have control over the pricing and anything. Cocoa no, well market they determine price and a dollar rate. these two main factors. And indeed, only control over the world market price. Only control over the dollar rate or foreign exchange. It is all mama promise be a na say other factors no anko wella. But who say watch a chero afi na she say no current year ye face say. People try to make politics with the cocoa price. Say you buy, you be see, I buy it sim yes. And what can say be a to nipa trim? I buy a losing no cocoa farmers inquire more than 800,000 families. So now can say me buy me say 6,000. Now buy no sim say na I buy previous government no 3,100. Now buy now other factors now go well. Now say akoba say when to meet or promise. You are angering cocoa farmers. Unfortunately, so most of them are, excuse me, say elitists. Kanen one kosuku na okoko. So and they say ne ya iwumu ya bebre lawyers do cocoa, retired judges, educationists and what not. Ayi na do cocoa no. Wow. And then now can say we say one can ya na wa achechero. Tie die nim say me de per se no. In actual fact, the NDC for kind, no. So I say, I say about 6,000. 6,000 was even less. Me my calculation, no. I call ya me try what to be. I didn't know where to. Me who farmers and farmers told me no musuru. Say can you demonstration and I bibi then your press conference because world market price go as far as $12,000 per ton. A ton is $16. Now dollar rate is also then I'm 15 cedis per dollar. And do check here. That's I buy a ton of 70% per lower. That's farmers cry saying you about 8,500. And the way can you know. And this guy only campaign saying so 6,000. Now it was they were right at that time. But they forgot say the parameters could shift. And as I'm a cocoa farmers a buffalo. Well, anything me ya senka, and senka demonstration. But they didn't understand. Some of the farmers were afraid, especially the leaders with the cooperatives and whatnot. They were afraid. Now, what can the government no all can say already no medical kwaji loan, thinking that the price will come down. And to my kwaji loan, to my who scary. I didn't know yenya botre na Makoji loan said they were going to supply a certain quantum of beans to cover the loan. Oh, I didn't know yenya botre. But the Makoji loan kwaji my cocoa farmers. Aba ni cocoa dua ba konkora. Yen cocoa farmers na ye woko ye cocoa. And the would ye cocoa sia wo kwaji sika. Sika no eba cocoa farmers oh. It's not coming to us cocoa farmers. And that is no excuse. And me bufu actually me bufu yankasa. I'm people me party, but me bufu omo papa. Say omuntimi ntum at that time. This an omuntimi ntum kura anka somehow. Until no ade ba ko amede me hu ni say. Koko no government to be ono ana ne ho kire no. Ono ana aye na no ana ho kire no. Wow. Mo ana mo tena asem say PNDC time thereabout. Omo ye law be say to establish the cocoa board. Said that is the only institutional or more the right to purchase cocoa from farmers. Monopoly. Because of that, and say, when you enjoy monopoly, be the only be no more, na government use some So now, make us a cheating and now, cook for the government cheating farmers for some time. No, and your monko. Let me tell you, institutional law normally yes established cocoa board no. Sa law no article 80 said the PND's law 182 said there about I don't know I can't actually remember. Sa law no so stipulated say government will buy the beans at 70% well market price from farmers. E will law no more by law. And yes will be na cover 70% but a law I say implement governments previous past governments say pre-implement or more implement. Let me tell you something. Law no do 70% assume to farmers of world market price. Kuvo campaign also ba those days, obeying 72%. In actual fact, or they call 72% in my farmers. There be an idea catch of cocoa in the calculate 72% for some time. No woman and at a mess so buy. At a mess so promise 74%. Above the 70%, or they call 74%. And also TI. To TI, unfortunately, he didn't live for long. And Ofrio Hona. Your mama buy. Or buy, cocoa price still went up to $3,340 per ton. Now, your exchange rate at that time, I've forgotten the exchange rate. At that time, let's say, Komu Tono, 750 cedis per bag. And what were they paying? 250 cedis per bag. For about over 1 year. 250. And no more increase to call 350. Farmers never go 750 per bag. Say come turn 70% now. So they also cheated the farmers. And then Kufuor so buy initially. So go back to the records. Kufuor said he was going to increase the price by he has increased the price by 70%. It is according to law, constitution or the two. But the price also started going up. And what was he paying? Still, no, the 70%, 3,000, I'm saying,
I know. Were you watching that? Yeah, I was watching it.
When he was supposed to give about 8,500. So, and in Tika, I say, cocoa farmers are very poor people. Oh, said, so disadvantage, say, government be a bar. No, just say, OGT. Government be a bar, no OGT. Government be a no the year politics, that sort of thing. And you know, the price have in actual fact, here one. You hear dollar rate now. Dollar rate, ABC 10.50 per dollar. ABC 14, ABC 13. Who the actual truth of the dollar rate? Oh, this is a dollar rate bang and I did calculate. The actual dollar rate 13 was 14 cents and I said 10.50. But then my farmer here check it. Oh, how many 10.50 and a check here? 10.50 dollar rate, no, the check it cocoa price away. Oh, and a cocoa price also no. Actual cocoa world market a fall from 12,000 cedis per ton to 7,550. So, it wouldn't mean and fulfill a promise. 7,550. As at the time, I know my calculation, and when I share a commodity prices, now I now drop it to 7,350. Now, we are entering cocoa season. A demand and supply. Now, there was shortage. Anything and then a cost. Now we are going to harvest more cocoa and put on the world market. How can you tell me, very soon I will also increase the price? When you don't know the volume of cocoa we are going to produce and how much is going to be sold at the world market, we can't tell whether the world market will go up or down. Now, but promise, I see you as a liar. So you can't do that. In terms of yes, I be no more. Oh, and you know. Say no, dear baby, I quite could know. Whether we like it or not, cocoa farmers have to accept the price. So, but what I want to say is I make sure other prices in the system have come down to the dollar rate, like cement, like any other thing, what do you call petrol and everything should also come down. Now we can say. Cocoa price are bad down to know this price. Now, meanwhile, dollar they say petrol price is also very high, lorry fares are very high. So you are being cheated. So what I say. And the government didn't say other prices so bad down. Now I'm a cocoa farmer saying the actual value for the cocoa price or the amount. And yes, we are just joking.